Listeners, today we're really excited to dive into some fascinating ideas about how business connects with their customers. We're always
Mhm.
looking for a fresh perspective on what makes a brand truly stand out. And joining me today is Mustafa Maher, CEO and founder of ELPMP. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm super excited. Yeah, and I'm willing to share some insights about the industry. So let's get started.
Okay. Your platform, ELPMP, is that how you pronounce it, or is it ELPMP, or how do you like to call that?
No, it's lpmb.com.
Okay. Has a really clear mission: learn, practice, lead. I love that.
Yes,
Can you share the story
thank you
behind
so
it
much.
and what sparked the idea? Yeah, please share.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story. Well, like 4 years ago, I was studying the PMP exam for myself. So I was having an issue. There's no one single platform that is designed for project managers where they can focus on learning project management, focus on certification, and just have it as easy as if we are drinking water. So if you want to learn graphic design, you will find a tailored platforms for learning the graphic design or coding or any type of science. But in terms of project management, all the platforms around the world are focusing on how important and how clear is the information. But in terms of the user experience or the student experience, no one is focusing on this. So I thought that I could build a solution for myself first, and I needed to test it because any project manager in the world is struggling with the constraints, and the first constraint is time management. So we are always busy, but we understand how important is the certificates. So merging this will lead to having lpmp.com. And this solution is only focusing on empowering project managers and make them focus on how to learn project management scientifically good while we are attempting to have the PMP certificate. So this is the solution, and this is the idea. And how we did this is we built a technology that helped us to just practice the project management science in no time and have the knowledge. So you equip the project management or the project managers with the knowledge why they can have the PMP certificate in no time.
Well, yeah. What really stood out to me is
Mhm.
it's not about just passing the exam. You've
Yes.
built these personalized learning paths, advanced simulators, and probably a lot more
Yes.
features than I was able
Yep.
to review. How do all these tools actually work together to help someone grow their confidence and
Mhm.
apply this stuff into the real world?
Fantastic question. All the platforms around the world focusing on simulating the exam questions, but they are not simulating the exam experience. They are two different stories, all right? So we investigated,
Mm-hmm.
and I do mean the word, we investigated how is the exam experience. So we tried to mimic almost 100% of the real exam experience. And by doing this, we already have reduced the stress at the beginning of the exam at least for 15 minutes. Imagine the impact of being stressed for 15 minutes while you start the real exam. This will continue at till
Right.
the end of the exam. Yes. So we already designed and focused on building the same exam experience to the student. Believe me, all of our students who passed the PMP exam, they all acknowledged and they all said that we were just practicing on the real exam for the past month, and the exam was nothing to us because we have practiced this every day. So we just mimic the exam experience itself with every button, with
Wow, that's
everything.
great.
Yes. So, we were really simulating the real exam experience. On the other hand, we have a very good questions, and we are building this focusing on the on the content and the material. So we are building a robust understanding to the PM, and at the same time, we built the exam experience so they practiced everything like project management and exam at the same time. So they passed the exam in no time.
What's the time frame from the time they sign up to the time they actually go?
Well, it varies from a student to another, but because it depends on their discipline. So the average student takes around 30 days to 45 days. This is the average. It could be way
Okay.
faster if they have time and if they are disciplined. Yes, I remember I have a student who passed the PMP exam after 7 days of finishing the course. This is a benchmark.
Well,
Other
they must
students,
have.
because
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and other students they
Oh, that's
finish the exam
crazy.
like maybe after 3 months. Like, but the 3 months is the average for other simulators and other like providers. But for us, it's a big time, like because we always respect like their time and we're always focusing on their experience. So we want everyone to finish and pass the PMP certificate in no time.
That's great. Um,
Hmm.
the learning platform for today, especially, I can only imagine
Hmm.
with AI coming on us as
Yeah.
fast as it is just going to
Hmm.
bolster, the
Hmm.
content that you're able to provide. It's
Hmm.
really good.
Hmm.
You serve learners across the globe, both
Yes.
in Arabic and English.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's a big reach. What are some of the most
Yes.
memorable success stories or wins you've seen
Mhm.
from your community? Have people shared
Yes,
their
absolutely. Well, I remember like one of my students who was searching for a job in project management, and while like where they're practicing like on our platform, they had an interview and they were asked for like some situations that they have seen in our simulator. Before passing the PMP exam, she got hired. That was a success
wow?
story. Yeah, I totally love it. Imagine that you're
Yeah,
like, yes, so like you are making an impact not just for passing the PMP, but you are enhancing their career. So this is one of the success stories I truly love. Like she was too junior to join like project management career, yeah, and she did it.
well, that's awesome. Yeah, when you have
Yeah,
knowledge is so powerful, and when you have
absolutely.
platforms like yours, it really makes
Hmm.
success attainable for sure. As we evolve, AI's on us, coming on us
Hmm.
more and more each day. Project management is consistently evolving. The standards, the
Yes, absolutely.
exams, I can imagine
Hmm.
everything. How do you make
Yes.
sure that the content that you provide stays current and relevant?
Wonderful question. Okay, so we have two things. First thing I do is I follow the PMI standard because they develop the content and I have to deliver the content. On the other hand, I'm following up the
Yeah.
trends. I'm seeing like what is happening on the market. So I try always to recommend like what is new in the industry. I'm following up on the trends. So I'm sharing this to my students, but I cannot develop the BMI like material because like we have to stick to it. However, on the other hand, as well, the BMI is always developing the material because they need to keep up like with the trends. But we have like a very good story here because we are following up deeply on the AI and we are always focusing on what could help our students to improve their learning experience. So we always like using the generative AI, we give them a high quality prompts that could help them to explain any bond that like they don't understand because we built a very high quality like prompts that it could exceed like 8 to 10 pages to just have a small response, but it's like it's very specific and it's tailored to the student needs.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Beyond passing the exam,
Yes.
is there a core idea or mindset that you hope
Mhm.
everyone who studies on your platform and gets their certificate applies, or is a takeaway from being a member on your platform?
That is a wonderful question. To answer your question here, I have to mention that whatever feature we develop, we think that it's going to help them to excel in their career and to have the certificate. While the reality is totally different. They just want to pass. So, like, you need to
Yeah,
work around this. Yeah, they have to get the PMP certificate and they have to like get raised like in salary or they need to have a promotion in their career. So they always focusing on their pain. So, how to work around this to give them what they want, while on the other hand, you can enhance their skills. So, our experience is totally designed to make them or to force them to learn the project management standard by having all the exams starting with the learning mode. So, we always tell our students always start the exam with the learning mode so it will force you to learn the project management standard. Then you can go to the advanced mode, which is more challenging, and then the real exam mode, which is the real exam mode, as I've mentioned.
right,
So, yes, we give them
right.
what they want, but we work around it by telling them to go to the learning mode because it will make sure they have the information for the standard.
Oh, that's great. That's great insight. What do you feel that
Mhm.
ELMP.com does very
Mhm.
well? And the converse of that is, what don't you
Mhm.
feel you're doing as well and you need to improve on it? And what steps are you taking to improve?
Wonderful question again. Always straightforward questions. What we're really like good
Yeah,
at.
yeah. I apologize if I'm a little too direct, but as I said,
No, no, it's
it's
very okay. Very
yeah.
straightforward, and I totally like it. All right. So, what we
All
are
right,
good
cool.
at is we are the only platform that is designed for project managers. And like this statement, it has a lot of like work like behind the scene. No one has ever witnessed this.
When you say project manager, it's
Yes,
there's project managers across a lot of industries. There's project managers in
yes.
construction. There's project managers in technology.
Mhm.
There's a lot of different professions that have project management. So does your platform
Yes,
cross all those? Okay,
absolutely right. Because basically, I'm an architect and I've shifted my career to technology. So I'm totally aware of what's going
I
on
was
there.
in construction for 30 years. Yeah, I was in
Wow.
the construction industry for 30 years, and
Okay,
and
okay.
I shifted. I shifted,
Mhm.
right around 2021 to the
Okay,
technology AI.
wonderful, wonderful.
What
So
I'm doing
I
now.
think like
So
we share the same ground here. So like you understand how hectic is the construction, and we have another hectic insights in the technology. They all they all share the same ambiguity. They all share the same concerns in terms of managing stakeholders. They all share everything, but in different industries. All right. So like when I say
right.
that, no, I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
No, yeah, there's definitely similarities.
Mhm.
Like the project management style and
Yes.
fundamentals really don't change from industry to industry. It's
Yes.
just the content within that
Yes.
structure that changes.
That is absolutely right. And how we manage this is we studied our client very well. We studied the persona of the project manager. What is the most painful thing for him? They always want to achieve their goals and they always want to get like evolving in their career or evolving their skills, but they always have no time. They always have constraints. They always have to deliver with the high standards. So we built our platform focusing and evolving our like project manager. So we made the only platform that is focusing for him to have the PMP certificate or have the project management standard. So they can learn, they can have a stable environment that makes them there's like no interruptions inside the platform, straightforward, like you just go learn like and have a successful career. That's it.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. So,
Mhm.
are there aspects of the platform? It's obviously evolves, all the time, right? You're always updating.
Yes,
You're always moving to
yes,
enhance. Are there
yes.
are there parts of the are there parts of the program that you feel need more attention than others? Like you don't do as well, just because aspect of that could be because technology is evolving, right, at
Yeah.
an enormous pace. Are there parts of the business you currently focus on more than others?
Well, actually, if you are following the technology trends, you will end up the quarter by having a list of good news in technology, but not adopting any of them. So we stick to our plan. We only
Right.
focus
Yeah.
on what does matter. Yes. So we only focus on what does matter to like our PM. We don't need to focus on everything in the technology because the good thing will always come to you. If you are doing a great job and if you are focusing on your client, the good things would like will come to you automatically. But you have to keep the door open. So we're not focusing on 100% on technology because we have science and we have to make sure that we are delivering the science like in a great environment. So we're taking the minimum amount of technology that could help them excel and could help them improve their career and the like project management standards. That's it. So we are niching down to AI by using the generative AI and the least amount of technology that like could help them to learn project management. That's it. So I believe that we are using technology to excel in our career, but we are not excelling in our career to use technology. That's the difference.
Right. Right. And I think that's well said. And I think that, at least in my mind, sizes up where AI
Mhm.
should be currently in business, right? Everyone wants to have a one-on-one collaboration or
Yes,
collaboration with a human being, right? Where AI can
absolutely.
assist and really make a difference is assisting
Mhm.
in that collaboration, whether it's gathering data,
Yes,
it's helping us become better, faster, and more efficient because it takes us less time to achieve our ultimate goal. It should not be a
Absolutely
crutch,
right.
and it shouldn't be used exclusively to meet that goal, right? And that's
Absolutely
where I
right.
think people and businesses that grasp that idea are really going to succeed. There's going to be an enormous amount of money made
Yes.
in technology and AI in this world
Mhm.
in a short period of time. And
Right.
the people that embrace it,
Mhm.
put it in its place will do very well. The companies that are not taking those steps to embrace it and learn it and
Mhm.
understand how it can be implemented and affect their business, it's sad to
Mhm.
say, will probably fall behind.
Yes,
But yeah,
absolutely right.
is there anything else about ELPMP.com that you'd like to share with the listeners?
Yeah, I would like to say that we are always evolving and we are like always enhancing our customer experience by their insights. We always listen to them. This is the only platform in the world that is tailored for you. I could say that. We are the only platform that is respecting your time and totally understand your pain, and it's always evolving around you and for you. So it's all about our project managers. It's all about enhancing and making the project management learning experience is always easy and available, and it's always like with the highest like standards in the world.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy just to think it hasn't longer than one would think, but in the overall scheme, it's been very short. Like when I was coming up through the industry, any
Mhm.
additional learning and stuff was either night
Mhm.
school or you had to physically show up somewhere at a certain time
Yes.
at a certain place, right? And then
Yes.
look at us today. I mean, you can get full
Mhm.
on accredited college degrees online at your own pace in your own time.
Yes. Yes.
So it's
Absolutely.
take a look at the .com era in the '90s, right?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
that has a huge influence in as it is really how we've gotten to where we are today. And just think, AI is going to be so much bigger. The impact on our lives and our
Yes.
future lives, our children's children. It's just
Mhm.
going to be a completely different world. It's fascinating to
Yes.
me.
Absolutely. Yes.
You and I can talk and back and forth thinking
Mhm.
what we'll think AI will be in the next 5 to 10 years or even 3 years. And we'll probably be wrong,
Yes.
right? No.
Yeah, absolutely,
So,
absolutely
mm,
right. Well, I have like some sense of the like AI is gonna change the tech industry all over the place because like we might find that there is an AI instructor that is tailored for your skills, that is like bridging the gap between the skills that it's
right.
needed and the skills that you want to learn. We might find something that it could surprise us, but I'm 100% sure it's for our good sake.
You're right. We can only guess where it's going to be, but we're already
Mhm.
seeing, AI chatbots and AI assistants that basically can do almost anything. It's crazy. That said, I thank you for your time. It's been a fascinating conversation.
Thank you so much.